wasn't doing that before.
We had that issue last time.
Yeah! Welcome to the tea party! Woo! Okay, that was super hype. This is our tea party. Welcome. I'm very excited that you're here. I'm very excited to be here. I feel like this is the first exciting thing that I've done in a month. It's all very, very hype. So this is our tea party. Hello. Welcome to my backyard. Me and Chub live here in Long Beach, and we set up this tea party in the backyard just for all of you. So I really hope that you have got yourself some tea. I hope that if you don't like tea, that you've gotten yourself some coffee or something to sip on while we hang out and do this tea party. Okay, so I'm going to actually open up this live on my phone because I currently cannot see any comments that are being sent from there. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right, so this is our tea setup. My favorite thing that I have set up is these cute little tea cups. These teacups are actually a family heirloom. They come from my family. They're like the only family heirloom that I have from my family, so I'm very excited to use them. Like a couple years ago, my mom was like, hey, here's some china, and like handed me a cardboard box. And so I just put it in my garage, and today is the perfect day to break them out and use them. And I have like this little thing has sugar in it, and this little thing has creamer, and it's also very cute and small. And here's Chub. We are live.
Hi guys.
Yes, this is like live. Like this is not fake live. Someone said, is this live? Yes, this is live coming to you.
Prepare for weirdness that we can't edit out.
Yeah, I can't edit out any of the weirdness. You think that like, you think that I edit out, like I keep a lot of weirdness in my channel, and like, yes, that's true, but I edit out a lot of weirdness, so.
Do we need iPad?
I have one.
Oh, perfect.
It's right here.
You're gonna answer on your phone.
Well,
perfect.
I put an iPad because the iPad overheats.
Perfect. See, this is the real shovel, the questions we must ask. Are we really ready for this?
Someone loves your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was supposed to rain today. So I posted that it was going to be live on Monday. Mm-hmm. And then on Tuesday, I looked at the weather and it was like raining on Friday.
We almost changed the date. But
almost changed it to yesterday, but we left it, and I'm very glad that we did.
All right, babe, would you like to hear about the tea that we will be partaking in today?
Yeah, I think Bowie wants to say hi first. All right, Bowie wants to say hello. He's like, it's not a Queer Girl Straight Skates episode if I'm not in it, so.
He got a bath at 1:30 in the morning, so he's a little upset at us, but
he had to look so fresh and so clean for this little tea party.
I know, we had a hat for him, but we forgot about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's cute. We'll post a picture later. So today we are drinking a green tea.
Okay.
So this is a special blend made by tea master David DeCandia. He is one of the only tea masters. I think there's only like 10 in the whole world. He does work for Coffee and Tea Leaf, and he created this blend that has mango in it.
Ooh, so mango.
If you'd like to smell.
Smells delicious.
Nice and fruity, just
that
like us.
That actually smells really good.
Right?
Nice and fruity, just like us.
And then Rebel purchased this beautiful retro teapot.
Yes,
that's electric, though.
Because I'm extra AF.
So this tea is a little, the water, usually when you brew your tea, you want it about 160 degrees so it doesn't scorch the tea. This water's a little too hot, but whatever. We like it a little strong. We like it a little bitter because life is bitter. Just right now, not always. But yeah, so this teapot's pretty cool because you can put the loose leaf in the middle and then it will seep through with all the flavor. Oh, look at that color. You can already tell how beautiful it's going to be.
Wow. It's very potent.
Yeah. But anyways, any questions so far? Go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask while I brew the tea.
Chub works at a Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, And so she knows everything about tea.
I took a tea course.
She took a tea course. Okay, so I'm going to start reading the comments and see if anyone's got questions. Someone has tea and knitting, which I super approve of. I love that you did your makeup for this. 10 p.m., grab the tea. Homework in hand. I love it. Do we actually skate? Yes, we 100% actually skate.
Yes.
None of this would exist if we didn't actually skate. I would not be making content or talking to the skate community if I didn't care and love skating so much. It's
hard to be like, look at me skate when you're live in California, specifically Los Angeles County, where there's a safer at home ordinance, and you will be fined if you're found doing things that they don't see that you're supposed to be doing. I don't know where you live, but we cannot leave our home without a face covering right now. I'm furloughed right now because my store was so slow and like people fell at risk, including myself, of catching corona. There's just so many things. Like Rebel's only left the house twice to go shopping.
Yeah, I've left my house twice in the last month to go grocery shopping. I'm working from home, so I'm really grateful that I still have a job. I'm the only one in our house that has a job right now, but that's okay because I have a job. And I've just been teaching from home, so it's been quite an adventure doing that. Will you guys ever get another dog?
I mean, unfortunately, the day will come. We adopted a senior dog, so I feel
Bowie
like
looks like a pup, but he's not a pup. He is a senior dog. He's 7 years old. So yes, we will adopt another dog someday. Hopefully not sooner rather than later. But we already have a name for our new dog. It might change though.
Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna break this.
I feel like that's okay.
Oh, my chair's hot.
Yeah, it's hot out here.
But yeah, one day there will have to be a Bowie number 2, just because he is an old dog, and biggest question will be, do we get him before the sad day that Bowie leaves us, or do we wait? But yeah, we're a dog family.
A lot of people are jealous of the weather because it's really nice here. Yes, it is very nice. We lucked out. The gods shined upon us today, so we're very happy that it looks very nice.
Yeah,
here.
it's actually been raining a lot, and it's like we were discussing if it's harder to be in quarantine with gloomy weather or sunny weather. Because with sunny weather, you're like, I want to go on a beach skate, or I want to go to a skate park, or I want to like go to a rollout. Or when it's gloomy, you're just like, oh man, I can't do anything. But then it's like, at least when it's sunny, we can come in our backyard and enjoy it and not feel so trapped in the house, you know?
I feel like when it's gloomy, I'm just more depressed. And as a millennial, I'm constantly depressed.
And me, as an elder millennial, I have no faith in the world.
People want to know, how long did it take to get on a derby team? You can join a roller derby team as soon as the quarantine is over. Most roller derby teams, they train you. So they teach you how to skate and everything.
I would say you can get on in a league right away, but it does take time to get on a team.
Yeah, it does take time to get on a team because you have to like learn the rules of the game, and everyone honestly goes at their own speed. Like some people get on a team right away because they're really good skaters, and other people it takes a while, and it just kind of ebbs and flows based on your talent level or your ability to learn quickly or not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's going to look like we're taking shots because they're so
dainty.
Small.
They're so
dainty.
Small. I didn't even get a picture of this, did you?
No, I didn't.
Before we
ruin everything.
Before
we grub out so hard. So cute. It's
see what's happening. Here's the real life of Instagram, YouTube people.
Right.
Like, did we take a picture? Did you get the good angle?
I have no idea. What hair dyes do you guys use? We use Arctic Fox a lot of time. Should I smile? We use Arctic Fox, and not only is that dye like super good, but it also smells delish.
And blends
and
well.
It blends really well. So we try and keep as many Arctic Fox hair dye colors on hand at all times, because who knows what color you're going to want to randomly dye your hair someday, you know? That's how I feel, at least. Oh, you're videoing?
Questions.
Oh. I'm like, I don't know when I'm supposed to smile. The sun is coming in. T-Gang. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, new skates coming in. Love that. Okay, favorite derby memory. One time.
One time at band camp?
One time I was playing roller derby and I was jamming and there was another jammer and it was in the middle of a home team game. So there were a bunch of fans, which is always fun. And I love playing with the crowd. And the other jammer was like right in front of me. And so I was just skating around messing with the crowd or whatever. And then I saw her and I was like, oh, I should hit her out. And so I came up and I hit her and she flew. And it was so fun. And afterwards, I was like, "Hey, sorry," but like also loved it. It was a time to be alive. Like I loved it. Will you guys? I've seen a lot of LGBTQ folk in the skate community. Why do you think we're so attracted to skating and skate culture? Ooh, that's such a good question, Cassidy G. Okay, so she asked. I've noticed a lot of LGBTQ folk in the skate community. Why do you think we're so attracted to skating and skate culture? I think we're
go first, and then I'll give my opinion.
Oh, I think we're so attracted to skating and skate culture because it is a place where self-expression and community is prioritized. I think that a lot of misfits find skating, and not that you would necessarily call yourself a misfit, but I definitely would call myself a misfit. I think that it's a community of misfits, and we've all found each other, and that's why so many of us, particularly because I think that, oh my God, that was the cutest cheers I've ever seen in my whole life. Particularly because I know a lot of LGBTQ plus individuals either have difficulties with their families or don't have families and end up displaced. And so skating provides a family that they need, that we need.
Create your own family.
Yeah, I definitely think that you create your own family. I've created my own family.
I think also like the biggest shock though was joining like BCRD and being like majority
so many straight
people.
Women. So many straight people. I was like, wait, I came here to get a girlfriend.
You'd be surprised and you'd be like, oh, she's for sure queer. She's for sure queer. And then they're like, oh, you're married to a man with like 10 kids. Like, oh.
There was a point in time where I was on a home team and I was the only gay. And I was like, this is a catastrophe. I need more gays on my team.
I also have found like a lot of skaters, which is really interesting. Almost all of us have like some kind of anxiety or like we didn't come from the best like mental place like in our youth, like younger. And it's like, I think skating is like this thing where it sounds kind of dark, but it's like you're allowed to hit someone, be hit, you're falling and getting back up. And it's like that kind of like, I need that. Like I need to release that anger. I need to know that like I'm taking things out in like a healthy way. But yeah, like if there's a whole like I've noticed like when you really get to know skaters more, I've noticed like there's been some like definite like dark past where it's just like now you're thriving and you're not like doing things like self-harm or things like that because now it's like I'm building towards something that's like athletic and bonding me to other people that are like minded. And like, yes, I fall and I get hurt and I get back up. But some people will be like, you're crazy.
I fall down and get up, back up again.
Some people think it's crazy to like, why would you do something that's going to like make you fall and bleed and get bruised or get hit? And then like you pay to do that in Derby or you go back to that skate park or you keep trying. Like, what's wrong with you? And we're like, what's wrong with you? Just do it. Like,
street cred.
Definitely shows that there's two different types of people in the world.
Two types of people in the world. How long do beach bunnies take to break in? I need to get myself a pair of beach bunnies. I have no idea. I need to get a lot of people ask me about the beach bunnies and I know that they're really great because I have a lot of people who like skate on them, but I've never skated on them.
Yeah, at least you tried one on. But
I tried one on, but that's about it.
That's about it. Can you hold up? Do you have the ivy over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a beach bunny, but it's very comparable to it, I guess. So this is the Ivy. This came out before the beach bunny. So it is a vegan skate and it's very thick. It has extra thickness. It's not gonna flex and form to your foot the way real leather will, of course. So I put it on and I was like, ooh, great ankle support. And the price point is good. But it's definitely gonna take a long time to break in because that's hard. It's not gonna flex like leather and form to your foot. But I don't know. We know Doll actually started BCRD Fresh Meat One wearing these, and it got her through onto a team. But I think she like broke them in while she was learning how to skate.
Indy skates on her beach bunnies all the time.
Right?
Yeah, she really likes them.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, I love the ankle support." So it's like, if you like that sturdiness, I don't like that much support for me. So that's why I like the jackboot. It's like supportive, but it's still gonna flex a little bit.
Someone wants to know where we got our dresses from. I got mine from TJ Maxx about 10 years ago. But it's a Betsy Johnson. It's a Betsy Johnson, but I got it from TJ Maxx.
I got mine at the Santa Ana Mall. Is that what it's called? The Santa Ana Mall?
Vintage Galleria. Main Place Mall in Santa Ana. And this is Vintage Galleria. And what's cute is you can cross it this way or you can wear it as a halter. I think it's supposed to. Yeah, you can do it either way. It's like sewn for that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite dresses. I used to dress pin up all the time. Sometimes I miss it, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to look like this. Do you think that wow, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, how many cups of tea do you think that each of us will drink throughout this live? I'll give you a hint. I'm already on my second one. I don't know. How many do you think we're going to drink?
I don't know, but that avocado toast is looking really good right now.
I think I'm going to drink 30 cups of tea. And by cups, I mean this size.
We actually have a lot of tea in our house because, like, I'm a collector of tea and coffee. Not really. I just like caffeine.
You're kind of a collector. I feel like that makes you a collector.
We have a lot of options. Almost like Scott Pilgrim versus the World when she opens the cabinet. She's like, "Don't blueberry mint, blah blah blah." That's
it's us. Snowing in Ohio right now. Yeah.
No.
I think rainy weather in quarantine is horrible. Me too. I manage an ice cream shop and I'm also stuck at home. Perfect ice cream weather right now.
Oh, ice cream.
Also can't go out because it's very people-y here in the Netherlands. People-y. That's a great term. It's very people-y here in LA too.
People-y places. I don't like
it's definitely people-y. I love people-y. It sounds like a place in Italy. Oh no, am I supposed to have my pinky up while I'm doing this?
Why not? Newcomb says, I have outside skates, but I am so anxious about skating outdoors alone. Any tips on how to get over that? My high school angsty punk weirdo feels are coming back. Oh, that's amazing. So put your favorite punk playlist on, throw those headphones on, maybe just one because you want to like be aware of your surroundings. And just something that makes you feel like I am one bad mofo and just do it. Like, just set a small goal. Like, be like, I'm going to skate outside to the corner and back or something like, like that's my little goal. I'm going to have my music to block out the haters. Who cares? We just like,
also where the haters at? They're inside.
But yeah, on a normal day, like you never know.
Yeah, on a normal day.
And then even with this, like you still have like people out like walking their dogs and stuff. And you're like, they're watching me.
I feel like people are more nice now though.
Yeah, people are nice, but like, even when people are nice, like you get this like thing where you like think everyone's staring at you and then you hear someone laugh and you think they're laughing at you. Most likely has nothing to do, don't even realize that you're there. But in your soul, you're like, it's me. So you're like fight or flight. And you're like, run, skate away.
Whereas I'm like, oh, hi. Are you looking at me?
You're like, why aren't you looking at me? Do you see I'm on roller skates?
Do you see that I dress very nice for this skate to the corner?
Yeah, when you are skating, it definitely like brings a lot of attention. Like, even though it's like so many people are skating now, especially in Long Beach, people are still like, ooh, roller skates, and they want to talk to you because of it. So I get the fear, but it's just set a small goal. Just go a little farther each time you go out.
Why are the helmet covers called Panties? I've always been curious. Because lesbians created it.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. It's a good question. Maybe for the... I don't know. I have no idea. I can't even come up with an example.
Looks at boobs. Totally loses train of thought. That's me watching Rebel play dirty.
How did you meet?
I don't know.
How did we meet?
Well, one day I was like walking in my car in a dark alley,
and then I woke
up in her basement.
What the hell? No, that is not true. Stop. Okay, so we met at a roller derby orientation.
Wilmington Hall.
In 2017.
Was it 2017?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because we've been dating for 2 years. We started dating in 2018.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then like...
So we were both trying to join Derby.
We were sitting in a circle, and I remember she had this red lipstick, and I was like, oh, I love her lipstick. And then she was like really loud, and I was like, oh, she's so obnoxious, and she kept asking all these questions, and she was like, I'm cool. I know someone that's playing already. That's why I'm joining. And I was like, oh, I hate her. She's so outgoing. I don't like that. I'm a quiet person. Like, you're hogging up the meeting. And then at practice, I was like, oh, she's funny. And then, like, over the course of the next year, I was like, oh my god, she's actually like hot too. And like,
when it takes you a year for you to realize that she's hot.
No, I already knew she was hot, but like, I mean, like, I'm attracted to her. Like, anyone can be physically hot, but like, are you like attractive, like, to your being? Am I attracted to you as a person? And I think it was like the fear of like she was the opposite, and still is, in like everything I am. So for me, it was just like, oh my god, no. But then like, you need that, like, you need balance in your life. So you need someone that balances you out. Because if it wasn't for her, like, I wouldn't be where I am today. And like, there's so many things she gets me to get like out of my shell to do. So that's why I need someone that's loud and takes up a room and like fights for the underdog. So.
That was sweet.
Yeah, whatever. Love sucks.
Love sucks. Get out of here.
Love will tear you apart.
Anyway, so she was wearing this shirt that said "Girls Rock" and it was all cut up and it was so cute.
You don't even know. You just know that because you were like, oh, you're throwing the shirt away. I love this shirt, though. And I was like, do you know why you love this shirt? And she was like, why? And I was like, so I was wearing it the first time you ever saw me. So subconsciously, you know.
I love it. Such a cute shirt.
Oh my gosh. She takes everything.
What is your favorite weather? This.
This is my favorite. This is actually perfect. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already like a little hot in the sun.
She doesn't like heat.
Freaking hate heat. I am a fat person. I do not do well. I'm like, if it's a hot day, excuse me. If it's a hot day, please check on your fat friends. We are not doing okay. But I love like the 70s, like anything like under 76, 78. And then like when the sky's nice and blue and I'm like just skating on the beach and it's like, oh, everything's beautiful. That's a favorite time. But like, yeah, also golden. Be very specific at a time. And weather.
I feel like I should have made some like lemonade.
Right?
Yeah.
Good at iced tea, but iced tea isn't very British.
Are we being British?
Tea parties? Like, what American still has a tea party?
Us.
Americans are trash.
My favorite weather is this. Pew, 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 pew. Same. What's our snack setup? Our snack setup is I just demolished avocado toast with sun-dried tomatoes. We have some avocado toast with sriracha. We have these like raisin sweet cracker things, and then these speculoos cookies, and then we have some stroop waffles. They're like very small stroop waffles, but they're there.
Where are stroop waffles from, and why do you love them?
They're from the Netherlands. I love them because I lived there for a year. I'm obsessed with them. I used to get them like every day from this cart that was in the Albert Heijn. No, Albert Heijn is a grocery store. It's called like Albert something. But there's an outdoor market where this guy has this truck and he makes the stroop waffles from scratch. and they are so good. It makes me want to die. Those and Poffertjes, I can't remember how to pronounce it. Poffertjes, but they're like little pancakes.
Someone from the Netherlands is watching, so they're
judging
me.
You should fix everything I'm saying. They're little pancakes, and they put butter and powdered sugar on it. And when the Christmas market goes up in Museum Flying, they have those at a stand as well. So good. I'm like obsessed with them. Anyway, so now anytime I see those little stroke waffles, I have to get them because nostalgia and my taste buds.
And then we have speculoos cookies,
which also came from my time in the Netherlands because they used to eat jars of it.
I love cookie butter, so I had to try the cookie butter.
Who introduced you to cookie butter?
You did. Well, technically, work did. Because I had a cookie butter blended and latte, and I was like, oh, this is my favorite. This is my jam. And then she was like, you have to get it. So she was the first one to force me to buy it, and I was like, every day after work, like every day at work, I'd be like, oh, the Karens. And then
the Karens.
They're so frustrating. So I'd come home and get a spoon and like get a spoonful of cookie butter and then like slowly sit there and eat it and be like, this makes me feel better. Work never happened.
Okay. How do you pick a derby name? Well, you think of things that you like, and then you think of puns that are kind of aggressive, and you mix those two things together. So essentially most derby names are puns, and they have something to do with like hit or smash or punch or something perverted. Yeah, like Rebel Rouse Her, for instance.
Oliver Close Off.
What is I'm trying to think of like I don't know. Yeah, puns. That's how you pick a name.
Why don't you tell them how you chose your name?
So I chose my name because originally I was Rebel Champagne, which is like stupid, but because I really
had a champagne bottle decal on her.
Because I was
so cute.
Because I was like, okay, I love champagne, and also I changed the spelling so it was Pain at the end. So I was like, I'm gonna bring the pain, and then I was like, I'm gonna pop off. Like when I jam, I'm gonna pop off. That was my whole thing. And then I realized that it was stupid. It didn't really flow that well. So then I chose Rebel Rouse Her because a rabble rouser is a person who like uses their words to get crowds riled up and hyped. And I coach speech and debate and competed in speech and debate. And so I'm very much like using my words for good and my speaking skills for good. And then Rouse Her because I'm a lesbian.
And I chose my name because I was really struggling. My coach was like, try not to choose something, or she said she didn't recommend that you chose something that had your real name in it. And she was like, this is like your whole new identity. Like, this is who you want to be. This is who you want to put your skates on. No, it's Molly. You want to put your skates on, hit that track, and be like, I'm a whole other person. So if you're a mom, or you're like a barista, you're a teacher, you're a nurse, and you're like always like, I have to be friendly, I have to be nice, and blah, 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 or you're like timid, when you become that person, that new identity you created for yourself, you strap on your skates and put that helmet on, you're like, I am this force to be reckoned with. Like, this is who I want to be. I want to be funny. I want to be like freaking like powerful and fast and all this stuff. Anyways, so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I get that. So I was like, well, what do I like? And then I was like, okay, I really like music. I'm really into like 90s like fashion and music and like movies and like everything that came out in that era. So I was like thinking like Biggie Stalls. And then I was like, oh, I really like that, but that's not really right. Like I never went to a skate park yet. I was like, that's more a skate park thing, not derby. Then I was like, well, I also really like vintage stuff and retro. So I was like, Bay West over May West. And then I was like, or what about Courtney Chub? Because I love Courtney Love. And I was like, wait, I love Riot Girl. I love everything like that. Like, yes, that's it.
Wait, Courtney. Bay West would have been so
Bay
cute.
West is one of my
Bay West is like your actress name.
Because then people could have called me Bay for short. So I was so almost cute. Bay West.
You should. So like since our derby names have really become our real names, I feel like we should get to pick extra names.
Yeah, people don't really know our real names anymore. And like, it's funny because I've hired skaters to work in my store. And then they showed up for their like interview or whatever. And they're like, is Chub here? And then like my clerk is like, what? And then one of them's like, I know what's happening. Like, yeah, she is.
Bowie wants to be part of this party.
Bowie wants to be part. Bowie is the party.
Bowie is good.
Look, he's looking at his lips. He's like, you guys are eating.
Why did you start skating?
You want me to go first?
You go first.
Why did I start skating? Okay, guys.
This is about to get deep.
I know. Now. I was like, yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm gonna cry. Okay,
you'll be okay.
So I was engaged to someone before Rebel, and
we're not engaged. It sounded.
Well, like before I was with Rebel. Yeah. And we were together for over 2 years, and it was became like a very abusive, controlling, like just bad scenario with like a lot of bad things that I'm still trying to come to terms with. But anyway, so I kind of lost who I was. I used to always be like this person that went out all the time and like did bar crawls with my friends and like had a lot of like really close female friends. I became someone that had like no real close friends. The people I did have that were friends didn't know what was going on. It was just not like a safe situation, but I didn't realize it. And then my friend was like, I heard of BCRD, like we should like skate and like do derby. And I was like, oh, I used to always want to do derby. I always wanted to learn how to skate, all this stuff. And I had brought it up to my fiance at the time, and they were like, no, like you can't do that. Like, I don't want you just want to skate in a circle with booty shorts and show your body off. Like, I'm not going to allow that. And it was the first time in 2 years that I stood up for myself and was like, I'm doing this. Like, I need this. I need to have, like, female friends again. Like, I need this. I'm doing this. And that was the first part of me getting back to who I am. So that's why I started skating. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good. Your turn.
Okay, so mine. So I already mentioned that I competed in speech and debate, and I coach speech and debate now. So I was like really into it. Like I was a nationally ranked speaker and all sorts of stuff. And so you tap out of eligibility after 4 years. So I competed in that for 4 years. And then when I was done, I was like, what am I going to do with my life? And my friend, who is one of my best friends and is actually my roommate now, was like, hey, you should join roller derby. You would like it. And I was like, what? What's that? And she told me what it was, and I was like, okay. And so I joined. And that's how I started skating. And then I was addicted, and now here I am. Changed my life later. I started street skating because I wanted to impress her.
The first time I took her, like she did, I was like, well, I skate like in the world. Like,
she was like, I'm so much cooler than you. I skate outside.
I'm all like, let's skate to the beach. Like, let's skate to the pier. Like, blah, blah.
Like on our like second date.
I'm like, you have outdoor wheels. Like, so we started going, and so we go to the library coffee shop, and I'm like, let's get little like breakfast sandwiches and some like iced lattes. And like she was so happy. She had her little egg sandwich. She had her little drink. She didn't even get to try it yet. We turned the corner and she fell, and it was like everywhere.
It went everywhere. My whole drink. I didn't even sip my drink, which like rookie move, but still. Yeah. So my sandwich split in half, and both sides went on the ground. So I couldn't even save the top of it.
I thought she would never go street skating with me again, but she did forever and ever.
And later she said that was a defining moment. That I wasn't a pansy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how people are supposed to use these teacups.
Like this.
It's so small. Like
yeah.
from a person who literally can't hold anything in her hands and like drops everything and breaks everything.
Hands.
I'm like really nervous that this little cup is gonna fall because how I'm just supposed to grip it with 2 fingers.
All right. There's so many questions.
There's so many questions. I've just been staying where I'm at. Okay. Could you please mention about Moxie jackboot, especially how to size them? So your Moxie jackboot is the same size as your Moxie lolly boot, except that the Moxie jackboot has half sizes.
Yep.
Yeah. Beach bunnies take about 6 to 12 hours to break in. Thanks, Mystique Rising Sun. Do you play Roblox? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. We're old.
Maybe I'll look into it. How long have you been skating? 2017. So I've been skating for 3 years now. Wow.
We've both been skating for 3 years.
3 years in May.
She showed up
it's April.
to her first derby practice, and she didn't even know how to skate. She had never even tried putting her skates on before she showed up.
Yeah, I showed up at my first derby practice, and I hadn't put both of my roller skates on at the same time.
I was skating in my living room watching Planet Roller Skate, and I was like, okay, I think I can do this. That's how I learned how to, like, get up. But then my friend was like, let's go to the beach. And I was like, okay. And I was like...
But, like, here's the thing. They say you don't have to know how to skate. So I didn't know how to skate. And
not all leagues, but our league is one of those great ones that will teach you from the ground up.
Yeah, I definitely was, like, there at the practice and put the skates on and then was like, okay, can someone help me get up? Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. I miss TJ Maxx so much right now. Me too. Okay. Oh, you already answered that. The beach bunnies come with a crab tool, right?
Oh, I don't know. Because I'm not sure if they come with a crab tool because beach bunnies are made in China and the lollies and jackets are made in America. So I know it'll have like a full package thing. So it might be a little different. Just like the price point's different, so it might not have a crab tool.
When in doubt, pinky out. Appreciate that. I will now continue having my pinky. Oh, I know the origin.
Pinky ring on,
I know the origin of the pinky out thing, but I don't think I should tell you about it. Okay, in the high courts, someone used this. One of my students used this as an impromptu example. Back in the day, in the high courts, there was a lot of like incest going on because that's how royalty worked a while ago.
They wanted to keep the bloodline
pure. And so there were STD outbreaks. And the way they would know if you had an STD or not is if you would keep your pinky out or in. That's real, folks. At least according to my student is. Someone should look it up and tell me if that's actually real. I'm pretty sure that's real. Okay, if y'all know anyone in need of an employee right now, I don't.
Grocery stores, Amazon.
Yeah.
Food delivery services.
Food delivery for sure.
Postmates, Uber Eats, stuff like that. That's all that's really hiring right now.
Thank you for calling out people in the Instagram skate community. Thank you for being super real. Well, you're welcome.
Sometimes you got to spill the tea on people to help the community.
How do you self-love?
Like this.
That's a self-hug.
That's self-love.
Yeah, that's true.
It's little things. Sometimes you need to write like a letter to yourself. Sometimes you need like staring in the mirror. And
I'm staring at the woman in the mirror. Oh.
But yeah, like sometimes just journaling and like writing a love letter to yourself. It sounds cheesy, but you can do that. Sometimes it's just like surrounding yourself and your feed on social media or like with plus size women or women that look like you, no matter what size you are. And chances are you probably think they're the most beautiful person you've ever seen. And they look just like you. And you're like, how come I don't see myself like that? So you kind of got to change your perception on what beauty is and what you should be. And just like, yeah, I don't know. It instantly starts changing. You just, I don't know. It's like, it's hard. It happens over time, but you definitely have to work towards it. I remember not like looking in the mirror or looking in the mirror too long and judging every little thing. And now I either just don't bother looking in the mirror because I don't think about it. It's the last thing in my mind, like what's happening. And then on the inside, safe travels. Okay, so it's just embracing that all your fault faults are part of you. And like you walk through life being the person you are with all these positive things, and then you have these negative things too. And you don't have to fix those negative. It's about embracing of you and putting it on the light side and becoming like this whole being. Like no one's perfect. We all have faults. And it's just knowing how to travel through life and navigate through life, being like a whole person and like acknowledging like, yes, this isn't the best thing, but it's part of me and this is how I react, but keep it in control as well. And work on just becoming a positive person, like whether it's about how you feel about yourself and like surrounding around people that will also encourage you.
I think that there's really something to be said about how the things you don't like about yourself or the things that you struggle with are what you're going to use at some point to relate to someone else to help them to get through their struggles. And so it's about seeing the things that you think are wrong with you or whatever as opportunities to grow and opportunities to connect with other people. I used to look in the mirror every day and just like literally look in the mirror and cry and just think like, you're so ugly, you're so disgusting, like I hate everything that you are and everything that you stand for. And then I tried to like, I found people that I really liked and I tried to copy everything about them, but then I ended up just like morphing into people that weren't me. Like I didn't find myself. I just was able to like change myself into someone else, and that didn't work either. I just felt empty inside. And so it took me like separating myself out and just being like, okay, what is it that you actually like and makes you feel happy that when you're doing it? And finding those activities and those things that make you feel okay, that's what's going to help you love yourself. Because then the more time you spend in those activities, like for example, I love skating. I found skating and it makes me feel good about myself. The more time I spend skating, I'm like, wow, I love skating. I get to spend time skating and I'm a decent skater. And I wasn't that, a bit ago. And that's something that I can root my identity in. So sometimes it's about like time,
It's time, it's community, it's being active, because something about just getting your body moving does like make you feel better. You get those endorphins pumping and naturally you just feel good. But yeah, I don't know. They're talking to two people that have like overcome eating disorders and
major eating disorders,
just like
addictions.
Addictions, self-hate.
We're like messed up people, but we're just trying to get it back on track.
Yeah, and like even us, we still have our moments where like our triggers and those things where it's like, oh no, but then like I literally will sometimes just like put some lipstick on and look in the mirror and be like, you're that bitch, like you're better than this, like pull it up. And then like if I'm still like, oh, like I suck, life is meaningless, like imposter syndrome, I literally have a playlist that's just like strong femmes like being like basically like
sometimes I take a nap and then wake back up and it's a little bit better. You ever do that? You ever just take a nap?
Yeah, but like I tend to like have
you get the depressive naps.
So I get the saddies still, and then like I could just sleep for hours on hours and hours, then wake up and be like, go back to sleep, and then I'll like crawl myself out of that hole. But for me, it's better to stay active than to give in to sleeping.
Do you guys have any new thoughts or feelings on Impala?
Impala Gate 2019.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about Impala for a while.
We both stopped following them because we were like, why are we even supporting them by giving them numbers? And I suggest that. I just feel like if that's what you can afford and you're just starting, then get Impalas because they will get you skating and then for people to start skating. As long as they stopped, I don't know even if they're promoting it as a park skate anymore.
I have no idea.
If they are, then like stop it because you're obviously not a park skate and that's what got you in trouble the first time. But if you're just cruising, like yeah, because I mean, all the people that are still repping like for the brand, not like rolling in Impala, but like working for them, they still have to get new skates every 3 months because they skate actively. So it's like just know, like
yeah, they're just like beginner skates that sometimes fall apart. I don't know.
Live and let live.
Yeah.
Cheers and follow.
That's such a dainty little ding. Like, do it again. Okay. Every good love story starts with a partner really disliking the other person.
It's true.
Do you have any proverbial tea to spill? I don't know. I'll get back to that one maybe.
What? I don't know. I recently got blocked by 2 people.
Oh yeah. She recently was blocked by a couple people. I don't know.
I mean, but if you're any skater that talks out, you're blocked by the same person I am. So welcome up. Thanks for my welcome party. Some of you guys reached out to me and I was like, let's start chapters.
Would you ever post a tattoo tour story video? Oh yeah, that's fun.
Cute.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll post some of those. I'm constantly looking for new ideas for videos, particularly within this quarantine, because I feel like all my ideas require
a skate park
or like a street or hill or anything like that. If you've been watching my videos on Planet Roller Skate, I've gotten creative. Creative is the word I'm going to use.
She's losing it.
Okay.
But I love it. Everyone loves a good meltdown. Breakdown, meltdown.
Have you participated in Moxie skate camp? If so, can you talk about your experiences? If not, do you want to in the future? I want to be at Moxie skate camp.
We both had never gone. Last year we went to the rollout when it was like over and we got to meet a bunch of people. And that was before I was on the team.
We don't have a lot of money, so we can't afford it.
Yeah. And I know it looks like we live the rich and fabulous life, but this is all hand-me-downs, discounts.
Vintage.
It's like me selling stickers, afforded some of these cookies, her working her butt off with like 6 different jobs.
No, I have 5 jobs.
6, 5, whatever. I count YouTube as a job.
It does feel like a job.
6 jobs.
6 jobs.
So yes, it looks, but like we're still like a paycheck away from being homeless, like most Americans. But anyway, so like Moxie kept you like here's like $400 right away. That's like like, I don't know, like power to you if you can. But anyways, bless the gods and goddesses that I was put on the team this last summer or last fall. So they were like, oh, we want you to not necessarily coach, but like I'm gonna give some like talks and stuff and like help out. And then through me, Rebel also
I'm coming as PR.
Was gonna go as PR.
I was gonna go as PR. I'm gonna go as PR.
Yeah. Well,
maybe.
I don't know. Well, yeah, still. But COVID-19 happened and they had to postpone the date. So
now we don't know.
We're still gonna go, but now it's gonna be pushed back. So there's that. I'm still so excited. And I feel like when this is all over, every single skate event's gonna be so great. From what I've heard, people love it because one, you get to meet all your favorite skaters and like even just skaters that like skate in a different city in your state, or like people you follow on Instagram. You're like, you're a real person. So you have like that kind of like that whole bond of like we finally get to meet each other. And then the classes, they have like intense classes, they have like easy classes. There's like dance skating.
And Woodward is just amazing.
Woodward? We've been to Woodward. Oh
my God, it's incredible.
I've been to Woodward twice. The last time I hurt myself really bad, but worth it.
I've been once and I went ham. I went hard in the paint. It was so fun.
The ramps there are amazing. The bowls, terrifying.
There's a mini. There's like outdoor areas.
I finally got this out to drop in like 20 times back to back.
There's pump tracks.
Yeah, the pump track. I did the pump track. Oh, it's so
fun.
Okay, just for Woodward, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Just for Woodward to be like, I'm at Woodward West, go.
Stoked. You should go.
Woodward West
so
is
great.
amazing.
It's amazing. Any opportunity you have to go.
I want to go now.
I could not live in LA. This fat friend is sweating just thinking about the weather there. Question, how do you prevent chub rub? Oh my God, there's this thing. Well, I mean, you could never really prevent chub rub, but there's this thing. It's called Her. I love it. It is a anti-chafing stick. It's for runners, but we use it for our day-to-day life, for our thunder thighs. I'm wearing it literally right now.
Any kind of anti-chafing thing, if you can't get that, deodorant is the fat girl secret. You take a deodorant stick, not the gel one, preferably, because that one comes off too fast. You just rub those thighs.
That's what I did before her, but now I don't ever want to use deodorant again because her is so great.
Yeah, the anti-chafing cream will work so much better. Sponsor us.
Yeah. We literally
lasts longer.
We go through so many.
Yeah, and you can keep it in your purse. So, like, let's say it's a really hot day, you can just reapply.
How long were you skating before you hit skate parks? 2 years?
For you, yeah.
I think I waited 2 years before I went to a skate park.
I think I went, like, after the first year.
Definitely after the first year, the first whole year was just roller derby for me.
Yeah.
The second year for me was like, learning how to skate outside. And then I was like, I should try skate parks.
Yeah, I was just skating in the streets, like all over downtown Long Beach and the beach trails and stuff like that, and Shoreline Village. Like, I was skating everywhere. And then derby. And then one day, I literally lived 5 minutes away, like a 5-minute skate from Houghton Park. And I was just like, I was scared. Too many people. And Natalie, Miss Spinks, was like, yo, come through. We're here. And that was the first time I met Natalie. First time I met Dita. And the first time I met Nick, the medic. And, like, everyone was just chilling there. And I was like, oh, my God, it's all, like, the real people that, like, I see all the time. So I was, like, really nervous. And it was, like, nighttime. And it was, like, so packed. And it was so chill. Like, everyone's hanging. And that was the first time I did, like, ramps. Because I already loved, like, going fast. So I was, like, I'm in love with this. And I have my little helmet on and my knee pads and my wrist guards. And derby, like, the coaches will be like, don't go skate parks.
Yeah,
don't
they scare you.
Street.
They scare you from doing everything.
But, like, it was great. It was great. And then it took me, like, a long time till I started going again. And even now I don't like going unless it's early in the morning because I don't really like so many people. But the last couple of times I went, I, like, figured out, like, the whole, like, knowing when whose turn it was, not getting snaked and not getting intimidated by skateboarders. It just takes me a while to, like, get comfortable in places.
I feel like I should have worn sunblock.
Where are my shades? Oh my gosh, it is so nice. It's such a pretty day.
What beach would you recommend to go skate at?
I really like the path from Venice to Santa Monica. And then
I like the Long Beach path.
The Long Beach path. If you go either from the end or, like, my favorite would be, like, the Bomb, Junipero Hill, and then skate through Shoreline Village to the lighthouse and back. That's, like, probably my favorite route.
I feel like we haven't gone on enough beach paths.
But also the Hermosa one. Like,
that one's really nice.
One time me and Jess, like, skated. J-Ray, what's up? We skated from Redondo Beach Pier all the way to we passed, like, to the third pier down. Like, we went far, and it was amazing. It was so beautiful that day, and, like, we went on each pier, and it was so nice. And then skated back. It was, like, stopped to get lunch on the beach. It was beautiful.
I don't speak Dutch. But I was getting, like, conversational when I was there, but now the problem is that anytime that people figured out that I spoke English, they were like, oh, we want to practice our English. So they kept speaking in English to me. But I kept getting told that I looked like a alternative Dutchie. So people would speak Dutch to me at first and then realize I was American and then stop speaking Dutch, which is unfortunate. I'm in Germany. Might try California once I'm done here. Love that. On my 3rd cup of tea. I think I'm on my 4th cup of tea.
I think you're on your 5th.
Might be 5th. Yes, just like Harley and Birds of Prey, dropping my sandwich. What's your best advice to conquer skating fears like injury?
I don't know. You tell me. That is a work in progress for me. That's why my skate content has slowly been like, But I have this like need to go to the skate park so freaking bad since this has happened. I'm like, skate park, carve. I want to work on carving. I want to like get pumped about dropping it again. But sometimes I'll like get ready to do a jump or something, and I know I could probably jump higher, but like I think that fear of like getting hurt again or the pain. I probably shouldn't be doing the skating I'm doing now, to be honest. My ankle like right now is sore in my knee, but like
I just wear all my gear when I'm scared.
yeah, I've definitely like put my knee pads on when I'm like, I'm gonna work on this jumpy now, and before I wouldn't care if I had knee pads on. But I feel like on the same leg, like I practiced doing wall riding, and I was like, let me do it in my shoes first. So I ran up to the wall and like went to do the jump, and just the way like I hit the wall when I landed, I thought I was gonna cry because it was like a shooting pain, and I was like, nope. And I literally just grabbed all my stuff and came back in the house because I was just like not ready.
Oh, that was what you were doing that one time that you didn't want to tell me about.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was embarrassed because I was like, I just want to be better now. I feel like I'm the one Moxie team member that's like, can't do anything.
That doesn't matter.
And it's like, I used to do even more, and so not be that great, but it's like, work in progress. So that's my own imposter syndrome that I'm like trying to be like, no, like I do a lot for the skate community. And I love the skate community. I love skating, and that's what it's about. It's not about talent. But someone had asked me like, what does it take to be noticed by Moxie Skate Team and like by Moxie? And it's like, just be a good person and show love and care for the skate community and show that you're like growing it and that you generally like are doing good. Like that's what gets their attention. It's not about like I can do a backflip or anything. No, it's not what they're looking for.
So the bunny does not come with a crab tool, and the pinky thing is true. Ha! Knew it. Okay.
Why are these cookies so good?
Best grind blocks for lollies. I have the CIB grind blocks, and I really like them.
There's a bee in our grapes. It just burrowed itself in.
That's fine. It can live there forever. I have the CIB blocks. I like them a lot. I haven't tried any other ones, though. One of these days, when quarantine is over, I'm going to get someone to talk about grind blocks on my channel, so look out for that.
I had someone message me about plates.
Okay.
So I'm going to talk about plates real quick, guys. So the Ivy and Beach Bunny have the same plate. I wish I could remember the name of it. But it's this metal plate. It's very heavy, yet durable. So that's the kind of plate you have. So I definitely noticed like a weight difference with these. But like I know you can take these to the skate park and slam down on the coping and everything and be good. And like on rails and stuff. So that's cool. Babe, can you hand me a lolly? Oh baby. So then this is Rebel's custom dye job that she did herself. She did this on top of the floss. So you have the flux, right? Yeah, flux plate. No, thrust, sorry. The thrust plate is the nylon plate. It's definitely lighter. Like I noticed the difference between these two. So with this plate, it is nylon, and everyone constantly messages me about being heavyweight and not being able to do a nylon plate. You can do the nylon plate. Almost majority of my skates except for two have the nylon plate, and I've never had one break on me. Now, your plates aren't supposed to last forever. Technically, you should be replacing your plates. Let's say if you're like a crazy park skater that's skating all the time, you're probably replacing your plate every year or like more. Like if you're like someone like Kiana that's going hard in the paint.
Hard in the paint.
Plates break, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. So don't let that be like, oh my god, I paid all this money for a skate. Like it's because the boot will last you so long. The boot will last you like 5 years, 7 years. I think Legs has had the boot for like 7 years and it's still rocking in it. You're gonna have to replace other things over time. So like I know sometimes I'll crack right here, but like Jessie James, like her metal plate broke at Derby. She had it for a long time. Things happen. But yeah, so this one is light. It'll get you through. I've never had one break on me. But like I know that when they will, technically I know that they have a weight limit. I surpass it. I can't remember what it is. I know I surpass it and I'm fine. The difference is when you jump and land, the shock will go into the plate. So your plate is going to take on that force versus your body. So you could love that, you could hate that. So let's say your joints are like, your knees are bad, like you might not want to, you just know to be bouncy, but this will flex with it. Can you hand me your jackboot? Let's do the other one who's not a block on it. Okay, so this is the Vanti plate. There's two different types. There's a magnesium and then there's a aluminum. The magnesium is going to be more. I think it's like $80 because the magnesium is really light. It's way lighter than the. I don't think I have it. Well, my Pool Blue has a. No, it's fine. So there, I have the Pool Blues, which I changed my plates on to the Vanti plate, but I didn't have like an extra almost $100 to spend when I was at RollerCon, so I didn't get the magnesium. I got the aluminum. The aluminum's just really like, not chrome, but like a metal color. So that's the main difference. So you do have this pretty white that of course will just get dirty, but it does look sleek. Like I like how it looks on Rebel setup. The magnesium will be lighter. I don't know necessarily if it takes more impact than the aluminum. My jackboot. Sorry, dude. I guess I'll just have to use yours because it has a block on it, but it's fine. All right, let me see yours first. All right, so we have Rebel's lovely other jackboot here. This is the Reactor Neo Plate. You can't really see it. You can kind of see it with the blocks, but a lot of times when people order jackboots, they get these. They are really nice. They do take the impact. They're great for skate parks. It's not as light as the Reactor Neo Pro Plate, which is this is more like, what would you call that when it's matte? Like, I don't know. It's like a matte silver. This one like has this finish. Like bluish,
yeah, it's a matte finish, gloss finish.
Matte finish. Gloss. This one's gloss, but what's great is it's like an icy blue. Like if you, it's gorgeous. It's not really silver. It has like a bluish silver sparkle to it. It catches the sun right. And has the holes in it, which makes it lighter. Also, the main difference is the Reactor Neo Plate. It's gonna have these different. Okay, so you know how you adjust your trucks right here on the kingpin. So what's crazy about these is they have this extra little nut right here and here, and this will switch it up even more. So like you have to have a whole separate tool. So this one, it's supposed to be good for speed skating. You can take the parks too, but the kingpins are going to hit lower. So a lot of people will shave this down. So I might have to do that eventually because it could hit things when I'm street skating. But yeah, so those are all the plates that we have experience with, except she also has the Arius plate. So
yeah, the Arius.
I don't know. But yeah,
I haven't used them yet though because Derby got canceled as soon as COVID-19 hit.
They're so light though, and then like the way the cushions go are like completely different.
So cute. I hate COVID-19. Me too.
Seriously.
How to start being confident in your body skating and wearing cute, comfortable clothes. I'm fat and have eczema, so lots of scars, etc.
I have a lot of scars. I have a lot of stretch marks. I have like this cottage cheese, and I have varicose veins. I got all this stuff that people say you're supposed to hate that people have, and you have to embrace. And then you start realizing that people don't even care or notice a lot of times. We just think it's like when you have a pimple on your face, and you're like, hey, it's a crater, and everyone else is like, what are you talking about? So it's kind of like realizing it's not that big of a deal, and it's only a big deal if you make it a big deal. I used to wear shorts a lot, but I had to wear like black tights underneath. And I was way smaller, and now I'm like in booty shorts all the time, and I'm just like literally kiss my ass. Like, you see it.
But don't, because I'll kill you.
You see it, it's fine. Like, whatever. If I don't care, you shouldn't care. If you care, do I even know you? Why do I care what you think? Why do I care about your opinion?
Yeah. Someone uses cornstarch baby powder for anti-chafing.
Ooh, DIY till you die.
Oh, hey y'all, I started skating a week ago and broke my arm yesterday, so no skating for a month at the minimum. Any tips for things to work on during an injury or how to stay motivated when I start again?
I would say like surrounding yourself with skate content, like even though we're not skating right now, but just feeling like you're still a part of the community, like watching videos, following your skaters, making skate friends. Actually, there was an article that we just put that out. Dog Days Magazine, Instagram. If you look, it is an article of like it's not for injured skaters.
Doom skates.
Yeah, it's not for injured skaters. It's really for people that are like stuck in their apartment and can't leave. You do have a broken arm, so I wouldn't say necessarily put your skates on because that could be risky, and I don't want to recommend that. But yeah.
I also have a video called 6 Things Skaters Can Do During Social Isolation, and just take out the things where you have skates on, and that's my list for you.
But yeah, don't worry, stay strong. You will heal. I know it sucks, especially when you just start skating.
You know, that's the worst.
Don't be afraid to get back on them.
And you should also watch the injured skater video that I put up because there's someone who has the exact same scenario as you.
Yep.
And so you should watch that and see their feelings. Is this live? LMAO. Yes, hella live. It's hella live. It's so live.
I'm like, tell me what to do. Hold up one.
I've been looking for safety gear to order, and I was wondering what are some good helmet brands that are also available at a decent price. $185. Is that a decent priced one? S1 is my favorite helmet brand for sure.
888, I think, is the cheapest, to be honest.
888, I think it's the cheapest.
Not necessarily the Moxie one because you have to pay extra for the Moxie brand. I think 888's the cheapest, probably 187.
888, 187, S1 is expensive, but amazing. But expensive.
And remember, guys, when you're hitting your head, like, once you have one big hit, like I've had a bad one,
you need to replace your helmet.
It.
Yeah,
because
very
it
important
loses
to replace your helmet.
I think a lot of people don't know that, and they're like, they risk things.
But yeah, someone said that. Someone loves your yellow hair.
Thank you.
Thank you I love this hat too. Interesting story. When I first bought this hat, Bowie decided to pee on it while we were gone. So then it's the pee hat. So then I had to like get it cleaned, and it had to go through this whole process before I was even able to wear it. And I had bought it because I had seen Liv, who just got this super cute hat too that's way overpriced, but oh my God, is it to die for? So then I bought this hat, and then Bowie peed on it like, haha, F you, mom.
Dogs are like children.
This is the cutest concept. Will you do this again? We'll do something like this again.
Yeah, the first time we were like, let's just do our makeup and like get ready and like.
And then fast forward 6 months later, and we're finally live again.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna be better. We'll be better at going live more often.
We'll try.
All right, that is the questions on here. Now we can go to the questions that were saved.
All right.
Wow, that was a lot of questions. That was awesome.
They're great. We love it.
We love the questions.
Keep them coming.
We don't love the sun warmed up grapes. They're not good. Don't stand them.
Okay, I already answered that one. Okay. Lil Space Cowgirl asks, what are your favorite things about each other and your pet peeves?
Ew, okay. I realized that I forgot to text Holland. She told me to text her.
So, I love that she's my zany little white girl in the background. Someone told her that once. No travels.
You would be safer at home.
I love her spunk. I love her face. I love that she has this sexy little dip in her hip when she lays. I love her face. I love her personality. I don't know. She's funny. She gets, I don't know. She just gets me to do. I already kind of talked about her earlier, so I feel like I answered that. What annoys me though, she is always go 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 go
I never
gadget
stop.
everything.
I never stop.
And I'm like,
hashtag can't stop, won't stop.
let's just chill. Like, let's, okay, we're done with that. Let's like just binge watch TV. Let's like just hang out.
But if you
like,
binge watch TV, then you don't get your to-do list done.
And she's like, I have a list. I checked it twice, and then I made a new list when I finished that list. And I'm like, I have one list with 3 things, and I only finished one, and that's fine. I'll start tomorrow. I feel accomplished. So yeah, it's really about like. So I'll be like, babe, I need a break. But yeah,
she also doesn't like that I tell her what to do.
She's bossy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to motivate her. Don't say that.
What do I do that bothers you?
How about I say what I love about you first?
No, I want to hear the bad first.
Oh, bad first. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like there's definitely things that you do that bother me.
Definitely.
But like, they're okay, you know. Oh, I know. Okay, so whenever we get in an argument or disagreement, or whenever she has feelings, she just doesn't talk to me about them. She just shuts down.
I'm like a clam.
It really bothers me. Because I'm a talker. Like, I just want to deal. I want to talk everything through. I want to deal with everything. There are issues, or there's problems, or there's emotions. Like, let's put them out on the table. Let's deal with them right now. Like, let's do it. And she's like, nope.
I'm like, I need like 2 to 24 hours to take this all in, identify how I really feel, and then come to you and discuss what happened. And she's like, no! And I'm like, my mind don't work like that, because I'm like, you're going to do something I don't like, and then you're going to be like, talk to me. And I'm like, no. You're going to be like, talk to me. And I'm going to be like, yeah! And I'm like, no, I don't want to get like that. I want to be a civilized human, but it takes some time.
Sometimes she's like clearly angry or clearly upset. And I'm like, hey, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing, I'm fine.
Because I'm a woman.
And I'm like, that's a lie. There's something wrong with you. Tell me. And she's like, no.
Deny.
So that's what bothers me about her, but that's okay. Whatever.
We'll make it work. I mean, we're still here.
Yeah. And then what I love about her is that she is amazing.
Okay. He just threw himself over. Like he died.
So dramatic.
Are you okay?
No, what I love about Chub is that she is so kind and so giving in a way that I'm not. She just genuinely cares about people in a very deep way, and like really is always thinking about other people. And I do that sometimes, but not even remotely to the extent that she does. And so it inspires me how much she's always considering other people's feelings and thoughts. And I just think that that's a really great quality in a person. I think that makes her like a genuinely good person.
Aw, thanks.
And that's what I love about her. I mean, I love a million things about her, but that's the thing I love the most about her. Also, she's hella talented, and I think that she's going to do really great things in this life, and I'm so excited to like be here for the journey.
Aw, thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Someone randomly, okay, I'm not going to answer this question, but I just want to show you that like I feel like it has to be addressed. They asked, did skating help with any weight loss? Asking for a friend, aka me. If you are here to learn about losing weight, you are in the wrong place. Skating should be about having fun. It should be about being active. It should be about like just challenging yourself. You should never be focused on losing weight. You should be focused on getting healthy and being active. So I will not be identifying anything that has to do with weight, because I don't think that's what a focus should ever be on. Move on. Okay. Wide feet sizing info. Sometimes you just have to go half size up. I have wide feet, and I've been fine with my skates because eventually they just kind of shape to my foot.
Oh, also there is an E size on the lollies. that you can pay extra to upgrade for. This E size is for wide feet specifically. So if you have really wide feet and you're really concerned about that, you can pay to upgrade to get the E size, which will be a lot better for your feet.
We already answered how we got our derby names.
What do you think about the Candy Girl skates? I haven't. I need to get the Candy Girl skates too. So those two are on my list. But
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
For its price point, like
I've heard really good things. It's a really good beginner skate, the Candy Girl.
Tips for extrovert/introverts living together in close quarters.
Yeah, this is an adventure.
Raise your hand if you're an extrovert. Raise your hand if you're an introvert. So the best thing we did was fix our garage over there into an art studio, because now I have a place to like be alone in my thoughts and really produce. And the most important thing was to have the discussion of like, these are like, this is what I need, and then her telling me what she needs. So like Rebel's love language and stuff, she needs like attention and she needs closeness and she wants to be involved. And for me, it's like, I love solitude. Like, even if I'm like in the, like, let's say I'm in the bedroom and she's in the living room, and then like my roommate's in her room, there's something about knowing that there's no one in the house that just like brings me at ease. And I don't know what it is, but like I thrive in like quiet, just like empty places where I can be my true self. And Rebel can be her true self, I feel like, as long as there's people that love her around. Like, she's her true self because she's an exhibitionist. She's just like true to herself all the time. And like, I love that about her, but that's not me. So I think like at first it was hard. And then after I told her like, hey, like I'm struggling, I think she noticed, like, because she was like, are you okay? Because I was getting moody. I was like snapping on her for no reason. And it was because like I didn't have that like, oh, I got home from work and no one's here, and like, oh, I can just do whatever I want, or I can just like literally stare at the wall in complete silence. Like little things like that. And like after like talking to her about it, like now it's more like she'll even ask me like, oh, can I come out to the garage with you? Or like, what are your plans? We ask each other what our plans are today, so that we can plan in like things to do together, and then like know like, oh, okay, that's your time and that's my time type of thing. I don't know. How do you feel, babe?
Yeah, I think it's all about communicating, because I think even like with me saying like, oh, like I have to communicate what I've done and why it's a big deal for me. So like for her, she can stay alone all day long and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I left you alone for 6 hours. I deserve a medal. And she doesn't recognize that. And so I have to, because of just being an introvert, like that's not something that comes into her mind. So I have to come in and say, hey, I left you alone all morning. Is it okay to hang out now? Because I left you alone all morning. And she's like, she literally said to me the other day, so? And I was like, so that's really hard for me. It's hard for me to leave you alone for 6 hours. And she's like, how is that hard? I'm like, I don't know. We're different people. It's hard.
It's called setting boundaries. So for me, my boundary is like, no, I need alone time for this time, this time. And for her, her boundary is, I need us to spend time together. Like, so her boundary is like a certain amount of time, and my boundary is also a certain amount of time. But like, if you don't discuss that, it's just like gonna be this hostile environment. There has to be communication and there has to be boundaries.
It's different for every person. Like, sometimes we're able to do it. Like, I'm fine if I'm in the same room. So like, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, I promise I won't bother you, because I bother her all the time. So I'll be like, hey, I promise I won't bother you. Can I be in the garage with you? And then like I'll set up my stuff.
And this is something I feel like when I was younger, like let's say my teenage years and early 20s, like hearing this, I've been like, that's so effed up. Like, you should be together 24/7. Like, you obviously don't love each other, like blah, blah. And there's a lot of stuff that like people post now. And I feel like it's because people didn't really know about healthy relationships and boundaries before. Like, especially women weren't allowed to have boundaries with like their partners. So I feel like now we're in this world where it's like, hey, you can set boundaries. You can say no. You have the power to say no and not love that person any less. And I think like we need to spread that word that like that's okay. It doesn't mean you don't love that person. It doesn't. Everyone's their own person, and like everyone wants to be like you're a couple, you're one, like that's it. It's like no. You're still two individual beings that have total separate needs, and like you have the right to that. It doesn't mean all of a sudden you have to sacrifice who you are and your wants and needs because you're with someone. It's more about like, yeah, there'll be compromising, but to a limit. Like I think before, like you were told like
you have to submit to your husband.
Like they said compromise, but compromise meant like give up everything.
Yeah. So I specialize in conflict resolution. I specialize in like that's literally my area of study, and like a huge part about that is creating and maintaining boundaries, because we think that maintaining boundaries or even creating boundaries is mean or bad. And it's not. It's directly the opposite. It is really, really healthy. And it is the way to sustain your relationships. And these boundaries have to exist, like not just with your partner, like also with your roommates, also with your family. When I realized that you could set healthy boundaries with your family, my whole life changed. You can set boundaries at work, like obviously to a certain extent, but yeah, boundaries are the bomb. And you should definitely do that.
And that's all the questions I had because we answered a lot of other ones already.
Okay, you talking.
But yeah, I don't know. So that's relationships. Let me see if there's any more questions.
Chub, will you make a YouTube channel one day?
It's a lot of work. I think if I did make a YouTube channel, it wouldn't be that skating would be the main thing. It would be more about like me as a person and things I've done, like gone through, and like trying to help people. Like I think it would be more circled around like body positivity, self-love, art, just anything I go through. It'd be more of a vlog if I did anything like that. I don't see myself being like, I want to make skate content. So like, yeah, I'd be of course skating would pop up here and there, but it wouldn't be my focus. I'm more about like, if I'm going to do tutorials, like when this is all over, it's things that go on Instagram, because I don't really see myself like, I want to make money off of YouTube or I want to do that. Like I'm more of an Instagram girl. But yeah, especially now because I'm like more focused on like trying to start like a business to sell my art, and I want to put like all my heart and soul into that. Editing and stuff takes too long. But with that being said, like I do want to work with Moxie to do like a little cameo thing on their page, but it's not something I want to be like, I'm a YouTuber now. Flash forward like to 2 years from now, we're looking back and I have a YouTube. But like for now, I don't see myself like she's a YouTuber. I'm the Instagrammer. So that's what it is right now.
People want to know if we've been working on any creative projects while in quarantine.
Woo! I literally just said, I decided, oh, guess what? I'm furloughed from my job. I'm gonna start a business. Yeah, also, how much furniture have you painted?
I've painted 2 dressers. Just 2 dressers.
2 dressers. What else did we do? We like turned the garage into art. No,
well,
we
turned the garage
furniture
into an art studio.
We painted the wood shelves.
Oh, I painted 2 wood shelves.
She's now making 2 YouTube videos.
I'm making 2 YouTube videos a week. I'm cameoing on Planet Roller Skate. Yeah. So last week I made a dance party video. The week before that, I painted with my roller skates on. There's something coming out either on Sunday or Monday that I did that's a creative project that took 3 days to do.
I just hit 20K on IG.
Yeah! Hell yeah.
That is crazy. Okay, I've had that Instagram. Fat Girl Has Moxi was born almost 2 years ago. I think like May 2nd. Was it May or I think it was May?
No, because it was while I was in Peru.
Oh,
I was sitting in. Is there a bee on me?
No.
I was sitting in the Mexico City airport.
Yeah.
Because I was stuck there overnight, and we were talking on the phone about creating Instagrams for skating.
It's crazy.
So crazy.
I don't know. Like to think that there's that many people like involved. Like first of all, like thank you. Like any of you guys that are like Rebels fans that like follow me as well, like it's crazy. Like that's just crazy. Like, and before we know it, this YouTube channel will have 20,000.
I'm speaking that positivity over my life. I would like to not work at 6 jobs and maybe work at 3.
All I know is Instagram doesn't pay me, but that's not why I'm in it. Like the reason I'm like, oh my god, yay, is because like that means my message is going to that many people. Yeah. It's like freaking like that's dope.
Yeah, I think that's so dope.
Unless like anyone's like a crazy stalker and they're like mildly obsessed with us and they're probably standing outside our window right now.
Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. Okay, what are your favorite books and favorite music in the moment? Ooh, currently I'm reading a bunch of witchy books. So that's what I'm reading about, like witchy stuff, crystals and stuff. I'm really into like riot girl music right now, and it really depends on my mood. That Birds of Prey soundtrack though, it's fire. And if you put a radio based on the Birds of Prey soundtrack, winning. Also, I really like King Princess, and I always have a hard-on for Demi Lovato.
Oh my gosh. I've been reading the same, like, just a lot of, like, I've been reading a lot of stuff, like, more, like, blog posts and write-ups about, like, Roman goddesses. I've been, like, in a whole...
You have been watching and reading that.
And then, like, just on, like, spirituality and different things like that, and, like, on moon phases. So, I've definitely been more into my spirituality lately. Like, growing things and, like, being in tune with the world, like, the earth. Yeah, and all that hippie stuff. But also like music wise, I listen to the same music usually all the time. Like a lot of like 90s riot girl and a lot of I don't know right now.
Beach Bunny?
Well,
radio?
that's what I was saying. So right now I'm obsessed with the band Beach Bunny and Beach Bunny Radio because it's been have like the best vibes for drawing. Because it's like not too much to distract me. It's good like thinking music. Definitely like yeah, Beach Bunny Radio on Spotify has been my jam. I stopped making my playlist because they just like not been inspired. And since everything that's going on in the world, I'm just like not doing that. I'm just focusing on drawing right now. But yeah, Beach Bunny.
I have a hard time doing crossovers with large thighs and skate dance steps. What do you do?
Point to the center. For crossovers, you're gonna point. Sorry, I'll go this way. So like pretend that's like the middle. Imagine there's a circle, right? Because you're gonna do crossovers in a circle. And you can do each direction to try to get better the other way. I can't do it to my right because I learned crossovers doing derby and turn left, turn left, turn left. So you point, make a spot, you lean into it, you stare that way, and then kind of your body will follow into it. So you step forward and above and make sure you're bending that knee that's staying down. You're bending it a little bit, you're leaning into it, and then you step over and you'll be a little deeper and just keep going. And then try not to do like a bunch of crossovers at once. Like maybe just do a circle, like hit it twice until you feel, because you're gonna pick up speed and sometimes that scares people. But don't worry about going fast at first. Worry about like getting deep and doing like one or other.
I was trying nothing. Crossovers.
My life. So there you go. So yeah, that's the one thing that's worked for me. And then like I was actually giving a lesson to someone, and that helped them out too. So it's really like pointing at the ground, like if something's sitting in the middle. You can put like a hat or like something in your house and put it like in the middle of your like in an open area, and then like work on that, and that'll definitely help. But you can definitely do crossovers with large size.
Top 5 places that you get your clothes from.
First,
Target. Wild Fable has some sick clothes. Oh, are we not doing it together? Okay. Target.
Well, different sizes. So.
Forever 21. Sometimes TJ Maxx. Thrift stores.
No, I'm thrifting.
I haven't gone thrifting in a long time. I guess Old Navy because of teacher clothes, teacher pants. I don't know. I feel like I get most of my stuff from Target / Forever 21.
For me, I'm like a size 22, and then like some places they'll say like I'm a 26, which is weird. Like it really depends on the brand. So I have very limited options, and to look this cute is very hard when you're a big girl because society hasn't realized that fat women like to look cute too. So one of my most place I buy clothes would be Forever 21. Then the next step in my closet would be like Fashion Nova, and then it would be Dolls Kill, and then I do have some stuff from Target. And I've actually looked out at Walmart, which is really hard, but sometimes you can find like some random cute things. So she'll have like workout clothes, like derby clothes and like leggings and stuff. But every time, sometimes I'll randomly find like cute pair, like work pants and stuff. But those are the 5 places I've been able to find. Oh, I tried Shein, but they're hit and miss. Some things will like not fit my arms, but fit everywhere else. But I have Shein, whatever. But and then I can't say this is like where I got this is one of my top because I literally have to use a credit card when I shop there because
It's so expensive.
I think this dress was like $80.
But it's so cute.
But they're gonna last forever and it's not fast fashion. So like I wish there's probably more brands I could shop at and she
If
could
we
shop
had money.
at if we had money that
But we have no money.
Yeah, like
so.
I'm sorry that my whole list is fast fashion, but like
and like so I'm not just plus I fall in the middle of like straight sizes and plus sizes.
in-betweener.
I'm an in-betweener, so I have a really hard time. Like I can't shop at regular shops, and then there's not much in the like 0x, 1x range. And so I just struggle with finding sizes. So mostly I just get clothes from my friends. I feel like that's really where I get all my clothes. Like things she buys and doesn't want anymore that I get altered or like stuff like that. Okay. Favorite hobby to do together outside of skating? That's such a good question. Why don't you go first?
Crafts?
Crafts?
Yeah, like I don't know. Is there like a one thing? I love when we cook together.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love like going to the movies and restaurants, like date days, like that are fun.
I like doing activities.
Yeah, she's big on activities.
So like anything we're doing together, if we're learning something together or like building something together or making something together, I really like that.
Yeah.
I like working on a project with her. I think that's fun.
I love shooting YouTube videos together because like
it's so fun. It challenges both of us.
Yeah, because like I probably like if you could hear my voice, like the part she has to cut out when I'm like yelling like, no, hold it higher, or like do this thing, or can you do this, or can you blah blah, because like we're both visionaries. Like my job is to like take her vision and like have it have a flow. So like she's like this best like personality actress, like has to do all that, but it's
ideas person,
an editor,
and editing,
an ideas person, and then like I have all these great ideas, and then it's my job. So we share ideas with each other, but it's my job to be like I have that exact like frame, I have the lighting,
creative director,
yeah, that like and then she takes everything that like all these options I give her, and then she has to like chop it and put it to glue it together, and then throw a background music on it, which takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
But yeah, like doing that like is really fun because it's like a job, but not like a job. Like it's like a fun job.
Sometimes she hates it, but that's okay.
Because sometimes I'm in chill mode and she's like, trying to record an episode. I'm like, ah.
Recently I've been giving her like a time frame. Like I've been like, hey, in 1 hour, can you do this with me? And that seems like it's been working.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I have any more questions. How are you maintaining a relationship? Best outdoor wheels. My favorite outdoor wheels are the Radar. Can you hand me my red skates? My favorite outdoor wheels are these Radar wheels, the small ones. What are they called again?
57s?
The 57, no, they're called something. Oh, the Radar Energy
Oh,
wheels.
yeah, Energy.
The Radar Energy wheels are my favorite outdoor wheels because they're small, but they're still really gummy, and you can go over anything in these wheels, and I love them. And they come in a multitude of colors, and I'm obsessed with that.
My favorite outdoor wheels, I do love those, but right now, my favorite outdoor wheels are the Rollerbone Miami. Yeah, Rollerbone Miami wheels. They're black and they have like pink and teal, and this is like Miami. Amazing.
What about your favorite overall, like all wheels?
Right, I go in phases, so I've been like obsessed with them, but like I was obsessed with pole wheels before, and then okay, if I'm at the rink or I'm practicing on dance game, which I suck at, but like even just spins, it would be these Rollerbone, again with Rollerbone, I didn't even realize that. Rollerbone Elite 101s because they're so hard and they glide.
Those are really good.
They glide. It's like you're ice skating when you're at a rink. So like those are definitely like amazing.
For the skate park, I really like the Moxie trick wheels. I really, really like the Moxie trick wheels for the skate park. It's okay, they can sense fear. Stop freaking out.
I've never been stung by a bee, guys. Yeah, she.
How long did it take to get on the Moxie skate team? I'm not on the Moxie skate team. So how long did it take you to get on the Moxie skate team?
I mean, I only was skating for 3 years. I would say, well, I started my Instagram I looked it up. I started my Instagram on May 31st, 2 years ago. And I think it was crazy. I don't know what happened, but I don't like by the summer I had how many? Like by the time it just like was like boom,
so
5,000. Like it was just like so weird. It like sped up, and I think like that kind of got me on the radar. As long as like also like a lot of the Moxie skate team lives in Long Beach, so I'm skating in the streets. I'm gonna be seen. So I think like
she's hard to miss.
Yeah, I'm a big black girl on roller skates, so you're gonna see me. And I would skate in this outfit, like probably not the hat group by way, but like I would wear like these crazy outfits and start skating all over Long Beach. And I remember I was at the Moxie skate shop, now known as Planet Roller Skate Shop, and I was like buying something or hanging out. I don't know. I would skate there all the time. And I remember that was the first time I met Estro face to face. And I was like, literally just like could not talk. And she was just like, oh my God, I see you skate all the time. Like, you always look so fashionable. Like, I love everything you do for like you're doing to promote community. Like, just keep it going. And I was just like, oh my God, Estrogen knows who I am. This is insane. I can't believe this.
I remember that.
And she was mad because Estro didn't say anything.
Estro legitimately was like, oh my God, you're so amazing to her. Did not say hello to me. But I was like, excuse me?
Now that we know Estro, we know she's just as like awkward as I am. And so like it was just like, oh, I'm in a hurry.
I should tell her that one day. I'd be like, did you know that you dissed me?
So I was just like, oh, that's cool. And then like flash forward to like months later, I think like it was after my first rollout. Anyways, like she was like, hey, like, what do you need? I love everything you're doing. Would you like a pair of skates? Like, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know. She's like, I'm going to give you some jacks, like, blah, blah. And it was so great. She dropped them off like right before Christmas. I was so thankful, so amazing. And then like, I don't know, I just felt like we're going to rollouts, we're doing all this stuff, just living our life. And then at RollerCon last year, I guess that she was like, hey, can we come talk? Like, blah, blah. And then we went to roll call in Virginia.
Yeah, dang, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot that this is how it happened.
I went on this crazy, my first time traveling without Rebel, and it was only my third time on a plane. And I was like, I got this. And it was like me, Dita, and Estro. And we flew, and I didn't freak out. I felt confident. And roll call was such an amazing experience. That's a whole nother story, though. And then on the way back, we were at LAX. It was at nighttime, and like Dita was looking for a phone charger or a place to charge her phone, and we're like waiting for the Uber. And like, that's when Estro asked me, And I was just like, oh my God, this is really happening. And I remember I said yes, and she said, like, she didn't think I was gonna say yes. And I was just like, what? Like, what the heck? Like, I feel like I put that energy out there because I chose the name Fat Girl Has Moxi. So I was like, Fat Girl Has Moxi.
You really put
I
yourself
put
out
that
there.
like in the universe. Like, this is something I want. And we always joke, like, we feel like we're on the Moxie C team, like, because we hung out with so many people.
We did. I forgot
that were on the skate team. We're like
the Moxie skate team, the C team.
Yeah, so we would joke. We're like in our heads, like blah blah. How funny would it be if we were ever like on the team, and then like it freaking happened, and now Rebel's like an affiliate, or sorry, what's it called? Yeah, an affiliate for Planet Roller Skate, and like I just feel like we've grown, and it's like we have like. It's just so crazy. Like we were just little skaters that were like, what are we doing? And then we found this community that we freaking love, and we just try to like promote so much positivity in it. And it's like that's how it just happened. I think just trying to live our life right.
100% sunburn.
You want me to get you? I'm gonna get you sunblock. Keep answering things.
Yeah. I'm definitely sunburned.
Stretch my feet in.
White girl problems. Okay. So I'm not on a skate team, and I'm just doing my own thing, but it took like a while to get on YouTube and like really like do my thing that way. But so I feel like that question's not for me. Okay. Other questions. Do I have to do all those crazy tricks to be a real roller girl? No. As soon as you put skates on your feet, you're a real roller girl. Be empowered. I am going to make a full-on fashion style video. I want to make like a bunch of them. Like I want to seasonally put out like a lookbook or like a fashion style, something to do with skates. Because I'm asked that so much. Like everyone always asks me like, how do I know what to wear on skates? And really the answer to that is anything that you would wear normally, just put skates on with it. Like be a style icon, be your own style icon, and like put skates on. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna maybe you guys could tell me in the comments like would a lookbook be good, or like would like going on a skate haul, or like matching my outfits to my skates, like what would be the best option there? I'm not sure, but I've been kind of thinking about that for a while. So that's my thoughts on that one. What skate life goals would you like to accomplish in the future? Oh, that's a good question. My skate life goals that I would like to accomplish in the future are, I'm going to quick sunblock break. Oh, God. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I don't like it. My back of my neck. Oh. Please. Okay. Okay, skate life goals that I would like to have in the future. I would really like Queer Girl Straight Skates to be like a community. I would like this YouTube channel to be a place that promotes connection between skaters. I would love to be able to like really facilitate that and create opportunities for skaters and like options for skaters that they don't have currently. I would like people to know that they can be as weird as they want on skates, and anything that I can do to facilitate that is my goal. I want to host another rollout, but obviously that can't happen anytime soon. I have a whole series that I have planned that I can't do until this COVID-19 is over. So that I really just want to be a resource for skaters and someone that people can look up to and like know that they're not alone and that there's someone like them out there doing the good work. And I would really like to not work as many jobs and be able to do YouTube more. That's my skate life goals. What are your skate life goals?
My skate life goals are to get more confident at like dropping in without hesitation, carving, little things like that, like just my own personal like journey in skating. And then I don't know, when it comes like bigger picture, I think it would be cool to like post more rollouts, but like everywhere. Like I would like to travel to like large cities and host like body positive rollouts. Just for people to love themselves, like be at every size and just kind of spread that message. And then eventually, like I still think it'd be cool to be able to like I don't know talk to like young people about it. Because I feel like my message it starts seeding in like in middle school, like when you start like kind of like being down on yourself. So I think it'd be cool to like reach out to like children more and get them involved in skating and show how it's like empowering and how like give them a sense of self-love and body positivity like at a young age.
How are you? Are you keeping well? That's a very sweet question. I'm doing okay. I'm good. I don't know. I mean, as good as you can be during this time. It's kind of weird, like on some days I'm okay and doing great, and other days I'm not so good. I'm like stressing out and have a lot of anxiety, and I think that that's pretty normal. And it's important to remember that we're all going through something that is a huge trauma right now, and to be very compassionate with yourself and forgiving to yourself. I tend to be a person that keeps very, very busy, and I still don't think I've let myself relax on this quarantine yet. I definitely don't know how to relax, and so I've just been really busy, and definitely translating all of my in-person classes to online classes is hard, and I've been like struggling with just sitting in front of the computer all day long. Like that's not the way I like to live my life. I like being in the classroom. I like engaging with people. I like going into the outside world. And so struggling a little bit with that, but other than that, I'm doing good. I'm glad that she's here. I'm glad that we have a dog, have our roommates, we have a backyard, so I'm good. What about you?
I'm pretty good. I chilled really hard at the beginning, and now I feel like I'm staying busy. I think like now if I try thinking, it's like at first I was worried about quarantine and that was giving me anxiety, and now I have anxieties about like when we're not in quarantine, like when I have to go back to work full time and when I have to go back to school part time, and like it's kind of nice. Like I hate having like all this time and not being able to leave, but I'm not happy that like I won't have the time and like the energy to like create as much as I'm doing right now. And I know it's because like I don't have all of these like pressures of like I'm constantly go 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 being forced to. So like I'm just trying to like do as much as I can now, because when reality comes back, it's gonna hit me so hard, and I know I'm gonna be like, there went all my like time to really be like myself. So I kind of feel like this weird like like there's a dread. Like I want it to be, it's weird, it's bittersweet. It's like, yay, it's over, but like it's not really like I'll be able to fully enjoy like everything, because I was working like 35 hours a week and then like going to school till night 3 days a week and then like shooting queer girl street skates and then like just doing other things. And it's like I feel like, oh, it's like, oh, my real life, like besides this, isn't like all that great. And it's like, oh, I gotta go back to that. But I do miss school at the same time. But that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, hopefully your shop like opens and then you won't have to work as much.
We'll see.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. I'm just trying to work hard so I can create something and like not have a job but have a career later. Like my dream would be to be able to live off of like my artwork and eventually like doing hair. So because I love school, but my job not so much. But I got bills to pay.
Yeah. How do you get in a creative flow?
I don't think I can. Oh, music. I think like music helps. It all starts with an idea. So I actually have like a list. So as soon as I get an idea for something, no matter like what I'm doing, I like have a note like section on my phone and I just add it. And then as soon as I have like a like, oh, I feel like drawing right now or doing something, I like choose something off that list and I just start doing it. And then I just like having the garage, like having a space, I think that's separate from everything else helps. And then like putting music on and clearing your mind to just focus on that, like that definitely helps.
I have also a list, but I really won't do something unless I feel inspired to do it. So I have such a long list that usually something on there will spark my creativity. and will get me in the mood to like do something. Usually I go to do something creative when I feel inspired to be creative. So like I have enough things to get me through like busy work things that if I don't feel creative, I can just do that and then put off the creativity until later. I also use oils, scents, aromatherapy to like help me get more creative or more in the mood. I definitely use that for a lot of things. For calming down, for being motivated, for being creative, I use a lot of oils.
Something she said made me remember that like just because I have a list, like I can't be like, all right, let's look at this list and see what needs to be done and do it. I can't. I have to like that inspiration that went. Sometimes I wake up, like there's been twice when I stayed up like past 3 a.m. drawing and creating things because like I was like, I'm just gonna write it out. And I love that. That could never happen. And like if quarantine wasn't happening, I could not be like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm still awake drawing. But like you have to ride that flow. That flow, it's really like a wave that's passing you, and then you just have this one to jump on it and ride it, or you're just like, I'll catch the next one, and that's fine. Because I'm creating so much now, and then I might not draw for like 3 months, and then I'll get a wild hair at my butt, and I'll start creating again. That's how it works for me. So I'm not gonna. That's why I don't really do commissions all the time. I know people hit me up, and I'm just like, no. And it's not because I'm like being like a butthead. It's because I don't necessarily like that creating something feels like a job. I like to draw when I want to draw. So if I was to take on a commission, it'd be like, yes, but it's gonna be on my time. So you might see it in 3 months. You might see it tonight. Like because like, I knew it's not gonna last that long. But like, yeah. So I just feel like you just gotta create when you want to create. One day I might do commissions like on the spot, but for now it's like I just want to create. I have a list of things I want to create myself, so I'd rather create things I'm excited about than things other people are excited about.
I definitely like, okay, so with YouTube, I have to create every week, right? And right now I'm creating at least twice a week. And for me, I have to, like, I have a very long list of YouTube ideas, and I have to feel like, yes, that's the one I want to do. Because if I don't feel inspired to do it, like the video is going to come out like crap. So that's why even though like, I don't know, like I guess there should be more order to like what I'm posting when, but I don't have that because I create based on what I think is, I don't know, what I'm inspired to do that week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
We've been on this for a long time. Top 3 teas for each of you. Rosie, are you out there? We're finally answering your question.
Top 3 what?
Top 3 teas. Earl Grey, Winter Dream, and whatever this is. So good.
Okay.
I love an Earl Grey tea latte in the mornings.
Favorite black tea. I also love the Earl Grey.
So good.
My favorite green tea would have to be matcha because it has like a roasted flavor to it, and it has popped brown rice in it, so it's like little popcorn, so it's like really toasty.
Oh, I like that mine.
My top herbal tea is gonna be African Sunrise from Coffee Bean, and it's it has a it's going blank, but it has honey bush in it. So it has like a really natural sweet honey flavor to it, and you don't have to add anything to it.
Honey bush, the tea for all lesbians.
My favorite like random like seasonal blend that you can only get like at Coffee and Winter Dream. It's called Winter Dream, and it's a black tea. It's kind of like a vanilla Ceylon combined with a chai rooibos. Rooibos is a red bush from Africa, and it kind of also has a natural sweetness to it. So it creates this like, it kind of has a similar color actually, a little deeper red. But it's spicy and sweet and smells like Christmas. And it all has cloves and cinnamon. My mouth is like watering.
It's like Christmas in a cup. Winter Dream is like Christmas in a cup.
Yeah, but it's like, but yeah, those are like my top teas for sure.
I lied. Jasmine pearl tea is also really high up there. And I also really, really like, what's that one? Lychee tea.
Oh, yeah. Lychee's good. Mint, like, so if you're going like,
I also like mint tea.
Are called tea, but they're not really tea. So then like a lychee and a mint, because those, a lot of people think like, oh, herbal tea does not have any tea in it. It's just like flowers, leaves, roots. There's no actual tea, so they're caffeine free. We're actually like, I feel jittery right now because I've had like 30 little teacups.
And that's the tea on tea.
But
herbal teas, not really a tea. You heard it here first.
Here's a fun one. Where does the tea plant, get its caffeine from?
I don't know.
The root. So every cup of tea, like every tea you have is gonna have a different amount of caffeine. So people are like, how much caffeine is in this tea? I don't know. I can't tell you because it depends like how that plant grew. And tea is gonna be caffeinated for the mind, not the body. So
this blew my mind when she told me this.
If you need to create, if you need to be on this mindset and like awaken mentally, drink tea. If you're like, I pulled an all-nighter and I need to be like freaking awake, drink coffee. Coffee will give you like the shakes and like blah blah. Tea will just make you be like, I'm inspired, like I'm ready to go. Let's talk this out. Let's create. Let's do this and this. So that's why tea will be like a big and like, I don't know.
And if you want a tummy ache, eat 30 cookies like I've done.
They have butter when you're not supposed to have butter.
Is that why my stomach hurts?
Like
my stomach should not hurt this bad.
When you're lactose and you're still eating butter cookies.
On that grind. Explain the significance of Preston. All right. So, in roller derby, I'm a jammer. / I'm working on being a pivot and a blocker as well. But in Jammerland, so oftentimes they split up practice in between the jammers and the blockers. Mm-hmm. And so I live on Jammer Island. So we call it Jammer Island. And on Jammer Island, we all have separate roller derby nicknames. So like my friend Rosie, who is Rosie the rib hitter on Jammer Island, her name is Baberham Lincoln. And like Miss Vicious Applelicious, her Jammer Island name is Happy Applesauce.
Oh my God.
And so anyways, so I was like, y'all should call me High Priestess. And then Rosie was like, how about we call you Preston? So now they call me Preston,
random.
Which doesn't even make any sense. But anyway, so everyone else has these cool names, and I have the name Preston.
You brought that on yourself?
No, because I asked for extra names.
Because you asked for like this really super good name.
High Priestess is such a good name.
And then everyone else is like, we have funny names. And you're over here trying to be a priestess. So
okay.
They, like, mess with you.
Our friend, goddamn, has the name the Holy Herald of Hell. And
she's scary, so that's good.
No, it's such a good name.
She's tiny and frightening.
No, it's a perfect name.
She's such a badass.
Yeah. So that is the significance of the name Preston. And that is why some people call me Preston. It's so nerdy, it makes no sense, but that's the name.
Hi.
Hey.
Tea party?
Tea party.
This is our major.
Oh, sorry.
No, we're live.
Okay.
We're having a tea party.
She's our mystery roommate. See, look, she's real. We talk about her.
We talk about her all the time. Nobody thinks she's real. Hi.
She's gay too, of course.
We only let the gays in this house.
They're all like, where's her hat? Huh? Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any more questions.
That's smart. I never thought about watching my car back there. Duh. Why did I never think about that? I literally was like, could I park in the front yard? I'm such an idiot. Anyways.
I will post my rollout dates on YouTube. What are your star signs? Guess. What do you think our star signs are? My family now has a mandatory game night every week. It's something that forces our focus on something fun and happy. That's cute. Oh, a derby board game? That sounds fun. Friend group are doing a FaceTime quiz thing. Ooh. Did like a special where you traveled around the world and did different rollouts. That would be amazing. Have you ever skated on anything that wasn't a skate?
I used to skateboard in high school. So, I started with blades, and then so I bladed when I was younger, and then I still had my Bowers, like my roller hockey, really good blades actually. They're so quiet, so smooth. but I would take them to school when I went on Saturdays. So I was like a Mesa nerd, mathematics, engineering, science achievement. But anyway, so I would blade the school, and then I was like, I'm over blades. Blades suck. I'm gonna get a skateboard. So like my first job, like under the table job at my mom's job, I like got this check, and I was like, I'm gonna build my own board. So I got like the board, I got the grip tape, I got the trucks, I got the bearings, I bought the wheels, like everything separate. I painted my deck, like I did everything. Like that's why I'm like I can understand skates, roller skates, is because I built my own skateboard. I was like with my dad in the skate shop, and I was like, I want to build a board. And I remember I had these like beautiful like burgundy trucks, which of course I like ruined like trying to do tricks and stuff. But like I never went to skate parks. It was just like, oh, I can do a 180 and I can spin. I do a 360, and that was it. Like, but I could still like that was my car. And then when I moved, the first time I moved out of my house, I was like 18, 19 years old, and there was this little kid. And he would always watch me skateboard. And he was like, there's this poor family in the apartment building. So like I was packing everything up, and I took the skateboard and I just gave it to him. And I was like, keep talking. And I was just like, here you go. Like, have the skateboard. And I kind of regretted it later because I was like, oh, I wish I had it, but whatever. It went to a good place. And my blades, I think I threw away. I love like haven't used these in years, and I should have gave those away too. But anyways, I threw them away. And then years later, so I was like 30 when I started roller skating. But those are the other wheels. Also on bike, I used to bike like 7 miles to work and then 7 miles back for a bit. So definitely I've been on other wheels. She is the longboard. She has a really good longboard story.
I used to longboard. One time I was longboarding home from work. I worked at a little restaurant local to Long Beach, and my longboard hit a nut, and so I fell off of it backwards, and it shot into the street. Shut up. I fell backwards off of it. It was so painful. I hit my tailbone so hard. My skateboard shot into the street. A car came by, and at the exact moment that the skateboard shot into the street, a car came by. The car hit it, and then when the car hit my longboard, it kicked it back at me, and then it hit me in the head.
So
while I was
hit her, and then she fell, and then a board hit her.
It was devastating.
I can just imagine seeing that. It's like
it was so devastating. And then I was like people were like walking by. I was like, I need help, but like don't call an ambulance, but help me.
I can't believe you actually asked for help. I would have just got them.
Well, because I was on the ground like crying. It hurt so bad. Also, another time I was on my board on Long Beach campus, and I was going too slow or something. I don't know. I was distracted, and I hit a crack, and I went flying forward, and I hit my face on the pavement, like I face planted on the pavement, on the like route on the way to my class. So then I had to walk to my class, and I had like blood like dripping down off of my face, like a freaking zombie. Anyway, so that's why I gave up skateboarding and started roller skating.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Okay, so people think that I'm a Taurus and Scorpio, Virgo.
A Taurus, huh?
Rebel, Capricorn, Chub, Pisces. That's so funny. I'm a Pisces, she's a Capricorn. Yes, I'm a Pisces, Chub is a Capricorn. Although I do exhibit many Capricorn traits, and she exhibits some Pisces traits.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You are hella emotional, babe.
Some emotions are fine.
You are a lot emotional a lot of times.
No, you're a lot emotional.
I'm a lot emotional, but you're also.
Anyways, I'm a Capricorn, Taurus, Libra.
I am a Pisces, Cancer rising, Aquarius moon. Who's shocked by that? Nobody.
Because Pisces are weird and Aquarius are weirder.
And Cancers are sensitive and Pisces are emotional. So basically, I'm just a sensitive, emotional weirdo. You're welcome.
I agree with all of those statements.
What is okay? Who's on the Moxie team? What does it entail of, and how do you join the Moxie team?
You can't just join the team. It's like it's up to Estro.
You get asked to be on the Moxie skate team.
Yeah. What else? What was it entail?
Like, what does it entail? Who's on it?
Who's on the team?
A lot of people.
There's so many. I don't even know everyone's name. I just know like the local ones. Because Estro has this dream to like be able to sponsor and like help as many skaters as much as she can. I don't know how much you guys pay attention, but she actually gives away a lot of skates. And she does like a lot of like freebies for skaters. And I think like a lot of what she does, like people don't really know. So that's why like people think it's like this like shut off like little thing, but it's just that not every good deed needs to be put on Instagram or YouTube or exposed, you know. But there are a lot of people on the team, and then it entails literally like when you post something, tag them. You don't have to post all the time. We get money to spend. There's a travel team, so they get money to travel, and then I get money to use like if I want to do a giveaway, if I want to travel for like a rollout or classes or something I want to do. If I get one pair of skates a year for free, but then like there's stuff you need, you can also ask for it too. If it's like, oh, like my helmet's ruined, so you get another helmet, or like knee pads ripped, like more knee pads. You can get things at cost. So like if I wanted to buy a pair, yeah. But like things like that. So it's just like stuff that I can get. So it's just like pretty cool. And then like a lot of people are getting like affiliate codes. You don't have to be on the team. It's just like depends. So it's like cool stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty chill. It's nice because like I've gained new friends through the team, and it feels nice to be like a part of something for sure.
Oh my God, my friend's longboard once flew into the canal. We went to a concert, and afterwards she dove into the canal to fish it out. It was January. Oh my gosh. First of all, those canals are gross. Second of all, there are so many bikes that end up in the canals anyways. I can't believe she dove into the canal to get it out. And freezing. Everything about that story makes me shiver inside. My cold, dead heart. Feel like you're a Leo. I feel like I have Leo energy.
I could see that.
I definitely have Leo energy. So, yeah, I don't know.
We definitely see that.
All right, I'm all out of questions.
All right, I think that's it.
I think that's a wrap.
I got a sunburn.
I got a sunburn.
I'm a shade darker.
I drank lots of tea. I ate lots of cookies. I really enjoyed hanging out with all of you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching Queer Girl Straight Skates. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. And
did you also make sure that like there literally are no more questions?
Okay, are there literally
this is your
no more
last
questions?
Chance. If you have any questions, ask now. We are logging off in the next minute or two.
Oh, I was wondering how you could afford so many skates and new gear. So
Gifts.
People only buy us skate stuff now. Like all our non-roller skating friends don't know what to do, so they just buy us roller skating stuff. So we have a bunch of random roller skating stuff.
I have only personally bought 2 pairs of lollies with my own money.
I've bought her 2 pairs of lollies.
She bought me 2 pairs. My dad bought me the Ivies. I got a free pair because back in the day, the skate shop used to do like if people recommended your name, for 5 times you got a free pair. So I got a freebie through that.
I won a pair of skates from CIB LA.
Yep, Estro gave me one, and then
Moxie skate team.
Moxie skate team gave me one.
So you've won a lot of free skates. I buy them.
It's called credit.
I save up, and then I buy them. I guess it's like when you don't spend money on anything else, or you put yourself on a payment plan.
Yeah.
Do you know your moon and ascending signs? Yeah, we said that. How come Chub doesn't have a YouTube channel? We ain't got time for that right now.
I'm too busy working on Queer Girl Street Skates, and if I do YouTube, it wouldn't be skating as its focus. I'm more of an IG girl.
IG for life. I wasn't sure. I was here to see if you answered the tattoo question, but will you ever do a tattoo towards stories? Yes, I will do that as a video. What's the best plate to upgrade on the Beach Bunny? What works?
The Beach Bunny plate's pretty good because
I like the Beach Bunny plate.
it comes with this metal plate, and you'll be fine with that. If it's too heavy for you and you're willing to spend some moolah, I would go with either the Avanti plate, the magnesium that's lighter, or the your red one. Oh yeah, you can't really see it. The Reactor Neo, not the Pro one. That one's really pricey, but look for something that's magnesium because that's lighter, or like one of those. But you don't. We're pretty decent on that plate. If anything, you're just gonna look for something that's lighter.
All right. Oh, what's your favorite color?
Blue
Pink.
and red.
And red. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you again sometime. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for all your roller skating needs from helmet to test out, go to planetrollerskate.shop.
And that's the T.
And that's the T. Oh no, I spilled it. Crap.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Love ya.
Bowie says bye. Goodbye, Bowie. What's so bright? Say bye, Bowie.